Filipino Beat is brought to you through the courtesy of Nissan Motor Corporation of Hawaii.
Aloha and mabuhay, and welcome once again to our full hour of Filipino Beat. I'm Venny Villapondos, your host, thanking you for joining us, and a very pleasant good afternoon to all of you. Today we're bringing you to the beautiful Paradise Cove as we feature a well-known musical family headed by a true legend in the person of Rene Paulo, Hawaii's king of the keyboard, the pianist with pizzazz, are just a couple of titles attached to him. We're very happy to have Rene Paulo and his wife Akemi and their talented sons and daughters not only today but also next Sunday. You're in for a very special musical treat, and we'll be back with our guests right after this commercial break. Please stay with us. Salamat po. How many of you know Rene Paulo started playing the piano when he was only 4 years old? That at 6 years of age, he wrote his first musical piece. When he was 9, he gave his first 2-hour piano concert. At age 12, he played with a 20-piece band, and when he was 15 years old, Rene got a special waiver that allowed him to become the youngest member of the Musicians Union ever. We feel very privileged to present to you such a unique and extraordinary Hawaii talent and his family of entertainers. We've decided to show this feature story in 2 parts, today and next Sunday. Today, you'll have the pleasure of watching Rene, including his wife Akemi, an accomplished singer who's got a number of hit records under her belt. Daughter Vicky, who was kind enough to allow us to videotape part of our show at the beautiful Paradise Cove. Second daughter, Kathy, who's also a terrific singer and actress, as well as Kathy's 2 children, to show you entertainment runs deep in this family. But at this time, it's my pride and pleasure to present to you Hawaii's king of the keyboard, the one and only Rene Paulo.
could distinguish the tone so that I could pick it out on the piano. And this way, my grandfather, who was a musician himself, he played the French horn, saw that I had the musical ability and the talent for it. And they started me taking lessons at that early age, 4.5. While I went to formal schooling after high school, I was studying with Karula's school, who was a prominent instructor in Honolulu, and she was a Juilliard graduate, so she prepared me for the curriculum of Juilliard, the what to expect as far as preparing for it. When I came back from music school, that's when I was drafted and was sent to Japan. I also had gotten married at that time. So that during that period, I would say my actual musical career would begin in Japan, really, where I started to establish another reputation there. And I had the privilege of playing with some of the well-known Japanese musicians in Japan, and as a result, I became well-known. When I returned to Hawaii, I started to reestablish myself again in various nightclubs. My forte was playing by myself. I did a lot of improvisations, and I take a classical thing, a classical melody, and interject jazz idioms into it, and take jazz and make it classical, and vice versa, just to have fun.
how did it start? Well, I sang ever since I was a little girl, and my mom put me in like a contest, you know, Japanese singing contest. And I grew up singing, but I started singing professional at the age of 18. And then I got married, raised 6 children, and I went back to singing at age, would you believe, 35?
This is Hawaii, next door to paradise. This is the magic land, the rainbow's end. A dream can live here, next door to paradise, and a love that's lost its way can find a friend. So many different faces of many different places. My island home embraces one and all. This is Hawaii, my wondrous land. Please spend a little time with me by the coral sea, right next door to paradise. This is Hawaii, my wondrous land. Please spend a little time with me by the coral sea, right next door to
You come from a very musical family. How has this influenced you in your life today?
Well, I started singing at a very young age, about 3 or 4 years old. And the music, the song that I sang was the Tennessee Waltz. At that time, my mother was singing, and it kind of inspired me and got me into singing. That's how I started singing. My song that I'll be singing is called I Love You, Jesus, from my album, Living Waters. That's the title of the album.
there's more to come from this super talented Paulo family, so please stay with us and we'll be back right after these messages.
And though they fell, they found compassion in your eyes.
This portion of Filipino Beat is brought to you through the kindness and courtesy of Cove Enterprises.
You spoke the words, and all the worlds came into order. You waved your hands and planets filled the empty skies. You placed the woman and the man inside the garden. And though they fell, they found compassion in your eyes. Oh Lord, I stand amazed at the wonders of your deeds, and yet a greater wonder brings me to my knees. Lord, I praise you because of who you are, not just for all the mighty deeds that you have done. And Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise, because of who you are. One holy night you brought your promise to a virgin, and promise grew as he revealed to us your heart, and enduring love displayed throughout the crucifixion. And in the dark, he tore the grave and death apart. Oh Lord, I stand amazed at the wonders of your deeds, and yet a greater wonder brings me to my knees. Lord, I praise you because of who you are, not just for all the mighty deeds that you have done. And Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise, because of who you are, because of who you are, not just for all the mighty deeds that you have done. And Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise, because of who you are. You
I'm the second child. I have an older sister, Vicky, and below me, my brothers, Rene Jr., and then Michael, and two other sisters, Charlene, and the youngest is Gail, Anne. I really loved to sing, but I found that my forte was in my acting talents that I discovered during high school. I used to sneak out and go and audition for plays, and so I majored in drama and theater at the University of Hawaii. I've done a lot of productions at Kennedy Theater at the University of Hawaii. I've traveled with some drama troupes across the nation, and I've been in New York City, and I've done off Broadway, kind of avant-garde theater, and a lot of interesting things. And I've also done television, Hawaii Five-O, Fantasy Island, and whenever they come to find the novel Polynesian parts, you know, just wear your hair long on the flower in your hair and say aloha, and you get the part.
What got you into singing?
I really admired my father, and watching as a child growing up and watching him, you know, play his piano. We were surrounded with music as we were growing up, and my mother sang. Then my older sister, she sang as a young child, and I really admired that. But I just wanted to express myself in the same way musically. And so I really tried hard to sing, which at first I started out, I really couldn't sing. I used to scream more than sing. But I wanted to sing so much that I just put my whole heart and soul into it. And I started to learn and to grow.
What kind of work do you do today?
I'm a first grade teacher at the Children's House. This next song, my two children, Jordan and Kristen, will be sharing. And as I said, we've really cultivated a love to worship and praise God. And that's my children's just been brought up in the church, and all they know is to sing and praise songs unto the Lord. And so this song is called We're in This Thing Together. And they're in this thing together with Jesus Christ.
When troubles face me, I don't worry over them, because we're in this thing together and sing together, Jesus and me, Jesus and me. Because God's part. So when the going gets tough, the way gets rough, take it. Don't expect to get me trying. I got a friend that I can depend on. Jesus, I rely on him, 'cause we're in this thing together and sing together. Jesus and me, Jesus and me. We're gonna fight those living shadows. We gotta see
when you desire to do it, I believe you can do it. And so I worked hard at it. And I believe most of that comes from my parents, the genes, the feel for music.
We enjoyed working together. We were a very close family, as you can see. And so, like anything else, I mean, you have your ups and downs, but most of the time, we really enjoyed singing and dancing and, you know.
Well, as I said earlier, this is just the first part of our special feature on the fabulous Paulo family. There's more to come next week, and I'll give you a sneak preview of what's in store just before we conclude today's Filipino Beat. And we'll be back with community events and activities right after this commercial break next. This portion of Filipino Beat has been brought to you through the kindness and courtesy of Cove Enterprises. That time to say aloha once again, and we hope you enjoyed our musical treat today. And if you did, be sure to tune in again next Sunday as we bring you the second half of our special feature on the Paulo family. You shouldn't miss our show next week, and here's why.
Puso ko nang umpisa sa Birhen Dalangina na ang mangarap ko'y ikaw.
Be sure to tell all your friends, relatives, your neighbors to tune in next Sunday, because if you enjoyed today's program, you'll be equally thrilled with next week's show. If you want to listen to Rene Paulo live on the piano, he's at the Moana Hotel's veranda on weekends, and at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Monday and Tuesday nights at the Shell Bar and Tapa Room. Time to go, and on behalf of Filipino Beat, I'm Venny Villapondos again wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon. We certainly enjoyed your company, and see you again next week, same time, same channel, right here on KITV4. Aloha!
Salamat and mahalo to Nissan Motor Corporation of Hawaii for bringing you Filipino Beat.
Aloha and mabuhay, and welcome back to another hour of today's edition of Filipino Beat. I'm Venny Villapondos, your host, thanking you for choosing to spend this afternoon with us. Like last week, we're bringing you again to Paradise Cove. Last Sunday, we showed you our very special musical guests, Rene Paulo and some of his family members. For those of you tuning in for the first time, we're featuring one of Hawaii's premier musical families, led by the king of the keyboard, the one and only Rene Paulo. Considered a child prodigy, Rene attended the prestigious Juilliard School of Music right after he graduated from high school. Besides making a big name for himself in Japan and on the mainland, Rene's been entertaining Honolulu nightclub audiences for many, many years. Hawaiian Village, Keone's Lounge, and the Ilikai Hotel's Opus One are names of places that would certainly bring back fond memories to many of you viewers. Well, they're back, Rene and his family, right here on Filipino Beat, and I'll introduce our guests after this short commercial break, so please stay with us. Salamat po. Today we're bringing back Rene and his beautiful wife, Akemi, who will entertain you with more musical numbers, and in addition, we're introducing the rest of the family, including Rene Jr., who currently plays the drums for the Danny Kalikini show at Kahala Hilton. Of course, we also have Michael, who plays the sax with famous jazz vocalist Al Jarreau. He'll play a tune from his much-acclaimed solo album called One Passion. And we've got a special number from an album Charlene is busy working on, and she's joined by brother Michael, her nieces Wendy and Samantha, and her sister Gail Ann, whom we'll also interview. Lastly, we'll do a finale number with everyone in the Paulo clan, from grandparents and grandkids, all joining in the fun. Rene has a repertoire of Philippine music to start off, and here's the master himself at the piano with his daughter Kathy on the vocals.
sa buhay sa piling
My dad is from Kamiling Tarlac, and my mother is from Nueva Ecija. There is a considerable amount of music students that apply for Juilliard every year, and only a certain percentage of that number are accepted. So I was one of the fortunate ones when I did go.
How old were you when you got?
Well, I was just 18. My folks put me through. My musical career would be in two stages, I would say. In my early years, back from Japan, I played with Cal Jader, who, of course, was prominent with Dave Brubeck before he went on his own. And the other people that I played with were mostly in Japan. Of course, I had an opportunity to sit in with Hampton Hawes, Toshiko Akiyoshi, and Oscar Peterson, and all those pianists. So we became bosom buddies in Japan.
But you also made a name for yourself in Las Vegas. Tell us about that.
Well, that came afterwards. When I returned, I decided that I was going to form a group. In the formation of the quartet of Bruce Amata and Ed Schunk and Tomo Fukue, we started to record for Liberty. Then we went over to the record label of Mahalo, and that's when I did some of those popular Japanese melodies at the time. But of course, I did it in my own pianistic style, which was very simple and melodic, and people took to that, and that's when I began to establish myself in the recording field, and also in the musical circles in Honolulu once again.
Well, Rene needed a singer in one of his contracts, and he auditioned a lot of singers, but he wasn't satisfied, you know. And so the booking agent, who was my godfather, told Rene, hey, what about using Lillian, you know? And so he started that off, and my husband said, "Oh, no, I don't think so, you know." He said, "Yeah, why not?" So I said, "Okay." I found another girl, because I was, you know, chicken. I didn't want to do it alone. So I auditioned for another girl to sing with me, and she was a Japanese girl from Japan. So I thought of a gimmick. We both wore kimonos, you know, same hairdo, you know, that Japanese, those kokeshi dolls hairdo. And we were the same build, same height, everything. So we became the kokeshi dolls, and we had, I mean, we did pretty well together. Our voices blended beautifully, you know, and they said it's like 1 in a million, the way our voices blended. And so that was the start. And our debut was actually our real first professional engagement, I think, was at the Tropicana Hotel in Las Vegas. Yu yami ga tsutsumu kono madobe ni ashita mo subarashii shiawase ga kuru deshou kimi no hitomi wa hoshi to kagayaki koi suru kono mune wa hono to moete iru ozora somete yuku yuhi iroasete mo futari no kokoro wa kawaranai itsumademo. But here am I, so far away, longing for you. Each night I pray, please wait for me. Oh, wait for me. Soon I'll return, together we'll be. I live each day in loneliness while I dream of our happiness, to feel the warmth of your embrace, to love you true and forevermore. Ozora somete yuku yuhi iroasete mo futari no kokoro wa kawaranai itsumade mo.
Did you encourage your children to go into music, or was it the other way?
No, we didn't encourage them into going into music. Music is such a competitive field, and to be of any success at it, one has to work hard, and also not only that, one must have the talent for it. And in this business, the two goes together, talent and hard work. We told them not to get into music, but somehow they didn't listen to us.
I started at about 11 years old, and then I switched to the drums when I was about 13, 14 years old. Well, I work as a cook for the state during the daytime, and at night I work for Danny Kalakini playing drums. I love gourmet cooking, and you know, I got my degree for food service, and I think that's what I enjoy most is gourmet cooking. It's like creating.
Don't go away because we've got more of the fabulous Paulo family right after these messages. Stay with us.
I'd like to see myself firmly established as a solo artist, you know, and enjoying that aspect where I could rely on myself to go out, perform, and keep making records, you know, every year, and hope that people, the audience, my audience will you know, keep on supporting it, you know. Ultimately, if I can achieve that, you know, I think I've been a pretty happy guy. I started playing in high school when I was 15 in the band, just, you know, for fun, really. And I enjoyed it, you know. And, you know, I never really entertained the thought about being a serious musician until maybe I was 17 after a couple of years, you know. But up until then, I played the saxophone a lot, and I really enjoyed it, and started working professionally after a year. And, you know, I think having a musical background helped me out a lot. But beyond that, you know, I had to make a lot of decisions in my lifetime about what I wanted to do. You know, at 19, leaving college, you know, to go on the road and play professionally. My big break came when I landed, you know, the touring job with Al Jarreau, and it was really world-renowned, you know, and gave me a lot of recognition. But through all of that, you know, I still have to, you know, put my head on the grinding block, you know, and practice and you know, try to concentrate and write songs. You know, my father before me has always been really personable, you know, well-liked, and, you know, it's done well, you know, and it's the same for me. You know, if I want to be an entertainer, I want, you know, just be able to communicate with my audience. And, you know, all I ask is that they'll enjoy my performance or my whatever music I choose to record, you know, and basically that's it. You know, I'm not after any kind of gimmicks or attitudes or anything, and, you know, just entertain them.
Right now I'm into an album project that I've been doing for about a year and a half now. But I've been touring a lot, so I never had the chance to finish it. I just got back from a tour in Austria and also in Norway and Germany and Italy. And it was a 14-week tour, which took me all over Europe. And it was really successful. And now that I'm back home, I'm going to concentrate on finishing my album. The singing is what I consider my full-time occupation, when I'm not vacationing, that is. But touring is probably only about 5 months out of the year, you know. And I think that's enough because it's in a different city every night. And by the end of the 5 months, I'm really too tired to do anything else. So then I get into my modeling, my part-time job. I enjoy the modeling aspect of it because it's more into the acting. I did a Full House episode, which is the sitcom, the TV sitcom. I've done a lot of commercials.
I started modeling. I entered this contest and was chosen as one of the calendar girls for Island Images calendar, I think 1987. I was, the last show I was on was Full House with my sister Charlene, and it was fun. It was really fun. I've been touring with her in Europe for 2 months.
You're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a model.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of these three are you?
Oh.
You come from a very musical family. How has this influenced you in your life today?
Oh, it's been a blessing, actually, because it really opened up a lot of the creativity in me, you know, to just be around it all the time, to have grown up in it. It's been really beautiful, you know, and music is love, you know, and our family is filled with a lot of love and closeness, and it's just a good feeling to come from that kind of a background and to be able to share that kind of a background with everyone.
Well, I'm sure you'll agree with me. This was truly a musical treat from a one-of-a-kind musical family. I'm deeply grateful to Rene, Paulo, and his family for allowing us to share their wealth of talent and their story with you viewers here on Filipino Beat. If you think Rene Paulo is great just by watching him on our show, you should listen to him play the piano live at the Moana Hotel's veranda Saturday and Sunday 7 to 10 p.m. and at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Monday and Tuesday nights at the Shell Bar and Tapa Room. You will experience music that will truly lift your spirits. Salamat Rene, Akemi, and family, and we'll be back with community events and activities next. Doing the feature story on an extraordinary musical family like that of Rene Paulo is quite a special treat for all of us, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. On behalf of Filipino Beat, I'm Venny Villapondo, once again thanking you for joining us today, and see you all next week, same time, same channel, for more of the bright side of the Filipino community. Aloha and mabuhay!
Salamat and mahalo to Nissan Motor Corporation of Hawaii for bringing you Filipino Beat.